Hi, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how to take an email and move it directly into a Teams post. So for some of you, you have email that's coming in and you want to email it over to a Teams post. So this is a great way to do this. We're going to run through all of these values here. We're going to actually show you when you troubleshoot, just look at the output as well, and then you'll be able to send any of your email directly into a team post. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right to it. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use this step by step here. So I encourage you to pause the video and take screenshots along the way. Then you can use this as a reference tool in your library. So here first step we're going to do is go to Power Automate, create a scheduled flow. And we're going to name this flow. You can name it anything you want. And I want to name it I want to run it every hour. Now we could do this as an automated flow with when a new email arrives trigger as well. Today we're just going to go over a scheduled cloud flow, but we can go over how to do it on a recurring as well on another video. So see another video on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're going to go over here. We're going to hit here, the waffle. We're already signed into our Office 365 environment. We're going to go right into Power Automate to get started. And once that comes up, then we're just going to create the scheduled flow, give it a name, and go on to the next step. So that's taking its sweet little time, isn't it? There we go. All right. So we're going to go create right here, scheduled cloud flow, and then we're going to give it a name. And in this case, we're just going to name it team to email, whatever you want to name it. Okay. And then you can specify the time and the frequency at which it runs, and then hit create. We're not going to actually create it. We're going to go to My Flows and we're going to look at it because I've already created the flow. So we're going to pause this one, email read. That was one we did on another night. And right here, email to Teams. So we're just going to fire this bad boy up, turn them on, and then we're going to hit edit. Okay. So we're going to see here all of the flow actions to begin with. So you can take a snapshot here and figure out your way through it. We're going to walk our way through the condition as well. So here's your recurrence. So you put it in. We're doing the frequency once an hour. We can select the time zone, but outside of that, not much to do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is put the get email. So let's go ahead and look at the instructions. So you're going to add an action, and then here's the next section. Okay, so you're going to add the action get emails, and you're going to select get emails from the Office 365 Outlook. We're going to walk through this together. And then you're going to this will pop open. This box will automatically come up, as you're going to see. And we're going to put in show all. We're going to put Team 2 as a filter. Remember, you could use any subject filter. I'm just using Team 2. And our top is going to be 25. Remember, in the get emails, max is 25. So if the frequency of whatever you're posting into Teams is greater than 25 an hour, then you'll want to set the recurring time here to a different setting. But in this case, that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and take your screenshot now. Excellent. And here's the second part of that screenshot, or take a separate screenshot. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out and see what it looks like. Here we're going to go into get emails. To add that action, we're going to click on here. You won't see add parallel branch on your screen. You'll just see add in action. So click on add in action. And then you want to click on show all. And then here we want to put in the subject filter of Team 2. We want to say that fetch only unread messages. We want to change that to no if it's set to yes. And then we want to put this on 25, max 25. That's it. It's pretty simple. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, let's go ahead. That's it. Now we can save and test this to make sure that it works. To save and test, I'm going to walk you through that on the screen. We're not going to do it on the video because because it takes time and it's pretty easy to do. But to test it, what you're going to do is send over an email message to the email box. Test this. We're going to say here, the inbox it comes in. All right, that's the email message. And then we're going to test it here within Power Automate. We're going to hit save and then test. And then to test, you just want to hit manual. Test automatic means if you've run it before, you can pick one of the times you ran it before. But in this case, we're running it for the first time, manual, 1 and 2 for test. And then you're going to tell it to run the flow, and it's going to ask you one more time, done. I want to run it, and I'm done. Okay? Now, the flow indicates here that it ran successfully, so you're good. Notice these numbers here, they indicate how long it took to run. Good to go. Now, to test it, to see if it actually made it through the system, we're going to click on Get Emails, right? This is on this screen right here. You tested, you haven't done anything else, and it says, hey, you're good to go. And then we click on this bad boy right here. And then we see an output screen. So you're going to see other screens above this. There'll be inputs and some other stuff. But you want to go down to outputs into the body. And do you see where it says value equals square bracket, and it's open? That means it did not find an email. So either, if it didn't find the email, either you put this in wrong, right? This is different, or you didn't include it in the email subject. Something's off. So go back and check your work, run it again, and you should be good to go. When you are good, you'll see here again, you'll click again right here, get emails. But this time, when it's working, which it will, you're going to see value, square bracket, and a whole bunch of stuff. Notice here, it sees the receive date, and then if you go down, you'll see the name of the email, the body, and stuff like that. This is a good sign, right? It did the work. So that's successful. Okay, I kind of went off a little bit on a tangent there. Let's go ahead and continue back to the flow, but it's important that you know how to troubleshoot things and check things. So the next thing we're going to do the add action again. We're going to add a condition. It's a control, and so we're going to type in condition, and then under control, we're going to pick condition. So pause the video, take a screenshot. Perfect. All right, now we're going to go into the condition itself right here, and we're going to add some values to it. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the condition, not these boxes, on the condition, the number 1 there. And then we're going to choose an item right there, number 3. You see the lightning bolt? So we're going to click once here, choose the item, and then we're going to select this right here, and we're going to follow this through. Okay? So let me give you a good screenshot. Screenshot. Awesome. Screenshot. Awesome. And then that's it. Let's stop there. We're going to go and screenshot. Awesome. Okay. So perfect. Let's go ahead and walk through that. So the condition we added, remember we loaded the condition itself, and the condition is just called condition. So if you go in here, add an action, type in condition. Okay. Now when it comes up, you're going to see it, but it's going to be down here a little bit right here. Condition. That's the one you want to add. That's the one we added right here. So we click on condition. Notice here we're putting in this body value, and this confuses people sometimes. We have to put this in. To get this, we're going to click here, go to here, okay, and then we're going to type in value, okay, right there, body value, and that's this step. Whoops. That's this step. We clicked the lightning bolt, we typed in value, we clicked on it, and then we're going to say it's not equal to null. Okay, so that's what we're going to put in. So let's take a look. We did body value, it's not equal to, and you can see that, whoops, is not equal to, okay, and then you can put in the value of null. Okay, so there you go. Perfect, huh? Okay. That's it for the condition. And now let's go down to, we're going to add an action within the condition itself. So notice here you have the condition, And then here we're going to add an action. Okay? And the action is creating a loop within the condition. So we're going to click on here, add an action, and we're going to say apply to each. Okay? And there it is right there. Apply to each. And then you're going to put that in, and on the apply to each property, we're going to go ahead again, we're going to select once there, select the lightning bolt, and we're going to do body value, exactly what we did before. So just like you see here, we want to apply to each, select lightning bolt body value. Okay, take a snapshot. This is the time. Great. Okay, let's continue. So we're going to add an action in there, and this is where we're going to get into the Teams stuff. So let's go ahead and add an action of post message in a chat or channel. Let me see if we can get this all in there. Okay. All right. Take a screenshot. Perfect. And let's go ahead and go through that. So we got all that. We're squared away there. And then we're going to do add action, and we're going to type in post message. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to change a few things. So we want to make sure that our screen looks just like this screen. Okay. So channel, partner, team, this is all the team information. And then here I put in from, and then email subject and email body. I put those texts in myself. Okay. So you're good there. And we're going to configure that too. So right here is where we configure it. Post in, Teams, channel, general. Okay, Flowbot. So that's these right here. That's these settings right here. So take a screenshot if you like. All right. That's it for that one. Now we're going to go down to move email. So here, we're going to do that again, and we're going to be within this same section. So we're going to add, let me see here. I'm sorry. I skipped a step on you. Sorry about that. So here in the post email, this information right here, when we want to get these fields here, we just click like this, for example, and then we click the lightning bolt, and we can pull over whatever you want. And you just add text, okay? So that's how that works. You need to take a screenshot. There we go. All right. All right. Next thing we want to do then is add an action right below here, and we're going to do it as move email. So we're going to actually move this email. When it comes, we're going to move it into a folder called Team2. So when we do that, we're going to just click on this folder here, and then we're going to find that folder that we added, Team2. And again, this is going to be the ID. And so you can see that. But remember, it's the message ID. And you see the little Outlook symbol? It's the message ID. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Right here, move email, take a snapshot. All right. And then here, ID of the email. Good. All right, take another snapshot there. All right. So, got that configured. Now we're just going to delete the email. So, add an action again, and this is the action we're going to add right here. So, we're done with that. Let me see here. Apply to each. Okay. All right. So here's what we're looking at. We search for delete email. We click on it. Click on this here, right? And we want to go back to message ID again because we're just clicking on and deleting that email. And then you can hit save and test, and you're done. So let's go ahead and close that like that. So there's lots of ways to get this done. So as you can see, that's pretty much it. Now, you remember you can just leave this false, by the way, so it doesn't matter. And that's how you easily get the information. So we're getting a new email in with whatever you specify. Okay? And then we're pushing that email right into a Teams environment. And then we manually move that email from inside of our Outlook into Teams 2, and then we delete the email. Okay? Works great, by the way. Good luck.